Hi friends, in this video we will discuss on how can we create our customized Docker image. So till now we have seen how can we pull the image, how can we run the container and all the properties of the Docker container and Docker image. So now this scenario comes like as I said earlier, that there is a requirement in my project. Suppose there is a requirement in my project that my project want the Tomcat application to run, and but the requirement is also that Tomcat should not use Debian operating system. As we have seen earlier, that by default Tomcat uses Debian operating system, Debian Linux. But our project requirement is that Debian should run on top of RHEL, Red Hat Linux. Or otherwise we can take the example of other web server as well, like Nginx. Nginx also runs on the other server. But our project requirement is that we want Nginx to run on a specific operating system. So how can we do that? So customized Docker image comes into this scenario here. Means we can create our image as per the project requirement. So in this video I am going to share you how can we create our customized Docker image. And believe me, this is the most important part of the Docker series, because once you will get a clear concept of what is the Docker image and why do we create our customized image and how do we create, you will complete 50% of your portion of Docker and what the Docker is. Okay, so please concentrate more on this video. So let me start. I will show you everything from basic level. So our goal or our motto in this video is to create customized Docker image. Okay, so let me show you from the basic. See, already I had shown you one scenario of the Tomcat server. In this scenario I am using other web server, Nginx. Nginx is also a web server. So what I did, I just run the command docker run -itd nginx. So say what will happen in this scenario. Docker ps. See what we are able to see, that Nginx container came up. Now the question is from you, will the container run? Will I be able to run the container with the port number 80? As this container uses a specific port number 80. So can I run the container with the 80 port number? So this question is for you. First, think in your mind that will you be able to run this container with port number 80? Will be? Then the answer will be obviously no. Connection refused. And the concept behind this already I had said in my earlier video that what is port mapping and why do we need to do the port mapping. Any specific any application or any images which uses a specific port number, for that port mapping is mandatory, because 80 port number is reserved for the host operating system on top of which Docker engine is running. Okay, so what I will do, I have to assign the port number as well. So I am giving capital P. So what capital P will do, it will assign any random port number to this Nginx server. So immediately it came up and a port number 32776 has been assigned. So now if I will run this time with the port number 32776, so see, I got the message, welcome to Nginx. So this is the default page of the Nginx server. So what I mean to say here, that I have just till now nothing I did new. Already I had explained everything in my previous video, that I had pulled one images of Nginx from Docker Hub and I had assigned the port. I did the port mapping with the caps P, and this is the command to run the container. Okay. Now I want to go inside this container. See why I am again repeating this thing, because this will be useful for you when we will move further. That's why I am revising this again once more. See, I came inside the container. Okay. Why did I came inside and why I wanted, what I want to show you. Actually, I want to show you page. See, this Nginx is also installed on top of Debian Linux. So our project requirement is that we want Nginx server. We want Nginx server for our one of the application, but the requirement is that we don't want it to run on top of the Debian Linux. We want it to run on any of other flavor of the Linux like Ubuntu or CentOS or RHEL, anyone. But we don't want to run on top of Debian. So what we will do in that condition? How can we do it? So there comes the scenario of the Docker containerization. Docker customization. We can customize the image as per our requirement. So let me move out. Let me kill this process as well. I can delete multiple container like this also. We can at a time we can mention multiple IDs. So it will remove. Why we got the error? Oh, we have used -rm, but -rm should not be there. Only rm should be there. So be aware of all the command. A small mistake in the command can give a huge error. So docker ps, yeah. Now Nginx image is not, Nginx container is not there. Okay. So what my requirement is, what I am going to do, I am going to create a Nginx image, and that Nginx image should be installed on top of my other operating system, any operating system but other than Debian Linux. Suppose I am going to install on top of Ubuntu, as we have Ubuntu images already available. So I am going to show you how can we create a Nginx image on top of my Ubuntu operating system. Yeah, one more important, and note down, please note down this concept, whatever I am going to say now. This is the most important concept. To create any images, always the base layer will be any operating system. Already I explained this in previous video also. What I mean to say that on top of any operating system only you can install any application. Like on top of our mobile operating system only we can install any app or any Android app. Okay. So in the similar way, to create any customized image, to customize any Docker image, the first requirement is we should pull any of the operating system, and on top of the operating system only we can create a Docker images. So the most important part is always the base layer of any of the images will always be any operating system, and on top of any operating system only any application, any images can be images can be done. Okay. So let me use the Ubuntu image. So what I will do, I will just already my Docker container is running with this Ubuntu image. So what I will do, I will just go inside this docker exec -it my container ID along with any command, base. So I came inside the container. Clear? So what my requirement is, I had chosen operating system. Now in this operating system, what I need to do, I should install Nginx. I should install whatever application my project requirement is there. I will install all the applications, and then I will commit this image commit this container as a separate image, so that from next time I can use this image as a separate image. Even I can push this image to the Docker hub as well. So what I am going to do, see, if I will run this command now, it will throw me command not found, unrecognized service, Nginx unrecognized service. What it means? There is no Nginx in this server. So my first command in any of the new operating system is that I should update the repository. So to update the repository in this, the command is apt-get update. So what I am doing is updating the repository of my Ubuntu container. So once I got the message reading package list done, means all the repository has been updated. Now my next step is I need to install the Nginx. So I can simply install the apt. So even I will use -y as well. -y is to just pass the message yes, that so that it will not ask you that either you want to proceed or no. So see, they are installing my Nginx package. So my Nginx package will be installed on this server. If I will service Nginx status, see what message I am getting. Nginx is not running. But previously I was getting the error like unrecognized service. If you remember, you will be able to view it over here. Yeah, when I ran the command Nginx service Nginx status, I got the message Nginx unrecognized service. So after that, what I did, I just installed the Nginx package from the apt-get using the apt-get command. So my Nginx got installed, and after that, when I am checking the Nginx status, it is giving me the message that Nginx is not running. Okay. Now one more important thing what I want to share you. The default path of Nginx where Nginx is installed is the etc Nginx. So inside this Nginx gets installed. Okay. And the default path where the Nginx files contain, that is cd-where's. Inside this is the message. See, Nginx Debian HTML. Whatever message will be here, that message only you will view from outside. Okay. See, vim command is also not working. Already I said you why vim is not working. Because this is not required package. So any of the Docker images or Docker container contains the minimal required package. But as I required that vim command, so I can install that apt-get install-vim. So what I am doing is I am installing the vim package. Okay. So now vim will be installed. So any package you can install it. See, now I am able to use the vim. So the thing I want to share is that any Docker image contains the minimal required package, without which means they contains the only such package which is mandatory for all the users. But vim is not mandatory. Vim is just only editor. So this editor is not mandatory for any package. So they haven't included this vim into the server. But you have the flexibility. You can install vim if you require for your project. Likewise, I have installed vim just now. So what I am looking over here, see, welcome to Nginx message is there. Now what I will do, I will just customize it very little. Welcome to customized Nginx. Welcome to customized Nginx image by Devops. So this is what I customize the message. Even I am customizing the title as well. Welcome to Docker. This is what the message I saved. Okay. But see, now what I want to say, if you will go to the container, If you will still, if you will see doc Nginx is not running. Sorry, systemctl not service you can use. Nginx is not running. So I need to start this Nginx service. Okay. So I am just starting this Nginx service. It has been started. So if now you will see the message, you are getting the message that Nginx is running. Okay. So what you did is, in simple funda, I want to say that you came inside this image, Ubuntu image, you have downloaded, you have installed Nginx package over here. Nginx package has been installed. Now I want to do some more modification. So I am creating one directory as well, like mkdir. I created one directory with the name Devops. I will move inside this directory. I will create one file as well, amit.txt. So we are creating a customized Docker image. So we have given the same message. So you can view from here as well. So what modification we did? The 3 modification in this image, in this Ubuntu server. What modification? First we installed the Nginx on top of this. The second we did what? We have created one directory with the name of Devops. And the third what we did? We came inside the Devops folder and we have created one text file with the name amit.txt. Okay. So this 3 modification I did. You can do multiple modification. You can download multiple packages. You can install multiple packages. Whatever your project requirement is. I am just showing you for the example that you can do the modification and you can customize the image as your own image. So let me think it is sufficient. Now let me move out of this container. One important thing. Never ever use exit command. Never use exit command to move out of this container. Never use exit command to move out of container. What it will do? It will not let you save these changes. So what I will do? I will press ctrl plus p plus q. Already I discussed this command in my earlier video. So I am going to press this button. So I pressed Ctrl P, Ctrl Q. So I came out of this container. Now if you will see Docker PS, no changes is there. Docker images, no changes is there. See, what you did now, you went inside this Ubuntu image. You went inside this Ubuntu container. You did some modification inside this Ubuntu container. You installed Nginx package. You had made some directories and all. So that is what the modification we did inside the container. Now the next and most important part is that we should commit or we should save this container as an image. After saving this container as an image only, you will be able to access or your Nginx whatever you created. Okay. So what the command is there to do that? Docker commit command is there to that one. So let me run the command docker commit Docker commit -m is for the message. What message you want to give? Installed Nginx. This is just a message only that I installed Nginx in this server. Okay. Now one most important thing is there. Okay, let me show you once without C command, then you will be better understand. Okay. So let me run this. Now I have to give the container ID. So I am giving my container ID and whatever name you want to give, Nginx. So what it will do, it will save this container with the name of installed nginx. Okay. But the most important thing we are missing. Okay. So what we are missing? See, what it will do? It will just commit and it will save your Ubuntu image as my nginx and see Docker images. Now you are able to view one Docker images with the name of my nginx came up. So now if we will run this my nginx, so automatically all these application or all these folders what we have created, it will be there. But there is one drawback, or there is one mistake I committed knowingly, because I want to make you understand about the port. See, nowhere we have used the port concept. Okay, so that I will make you understand after this. Okay, so what I want to say, suppose I want to run one container with my customized image. If you will go to Docker PS, no new container is created. Only what we did with the commit message, we have created one new Docker image. One new Docker image with the name nginx has been created. Okay. So what I will do now, I will just use the same command which I used earlier, -run -itd. Okay. -p. So this is the command to run. See, Docker PS. What you are viewing that this is your my nginx which we have created and it came up. But see, we have used caps P, but still we are not able to view any port. Why is it so? This is the main concept. Please note it down when I will say after this. Okay. What I am saying, again I am repeating, I have run this command in the same way. See, if I will use nginx package which is already there instead of my customized my nginx, then it will run very fine. Now if I will give Docker PS, see, already this nginx package is up, this port is initialized, but when I am running my nginx package on top of which already we have installed nginx, then why port is not coming? See, this is port missing is one concept. And what is the second concept? When I am running this Docker container, when I am running this Docker image nginx, see, by default what is the command? By default they are using nginx -g daemon of this is the command. This is the command to bring up your nginx server. So by default they are using this command. But when we are running our my nginx, they are using binbase. Why is it so? Why is it so? See, here the main concept will be there. Now I am going to show you what is the concept behind this. Okay. So let me clear this screen. It will be good for you. Docker PS, Docker images. See, yeah, we have my nginx images there. But when we are creating any Docker container with this my nginx image, neither we are getting any port number, because port mapping should be there. Nginx always runs on top of 80 ports. But here when we are running my nginx, we are not getting any of the port. Neither we are getting port nor port mapping has been done. And the second thing, when we are running this my nginx package, by default they are taking binbase. These two things should be avoided. So how will we avoid that two things? So what we have to do, see, this time I am going to run the same nginx package. This time I am going to run my same nginx package. No. See, now again I will create one more image I will create. So how to create an image? Already we have seen that we have committed this Ubuntu as my nginx. Okay. So let me try to commit this Ubuntu as other image as well. So now what I will do, docker commit -m. This time I am going to expose my port as well. Okay. So what this time it will do, in the message I have given, whatever I want, I can give the message. Now -c. C is for change. I want some change in my image, in the container. In this Ubuntu container which I modified, I want some changes in that. So what changes I should do? I should run the command. Say cmd. Cmd is the command. To run any command, you have to use cmd. Remember that, this one. So what I need to run? I should run user See, if you are able to view, you can view the same command over here. But here I have to mention the complete path, as Nginx package is there inside the user has been folder. So what I am doing, I am just running this command. Means I am instructing my Docker that whenever my container will be, whenever my new images will be created, that new images should always take this command by default whenever that image creates any image. So this is the first command, and the second thing we were missing is the port. So this also we will make a change. -c is always for the change. So what we will do, we will expose. We will say Docker that 80 port, means we are saying the Docker that please make an image for this container, and remember that the application which is installed inside this container uses the 80 port. So please reserve the 80 port for this images which you are going to create. Okay. So this is what we did. Now we have to give the container ID and new Nginx. So I am creating, see what commit I did. The same thing I ran like before only. The difference is only change I modified. Don't be afraid of this command. This is the specific command for the Nginx. This is not the Docker command. Only cmd is the Docker. Whatever command you need to run in the Docker, you should use this cmd word. So I am using cmd, and this is the command which is required to bring up the Nginx application. So this is I am running that. Please Docker, make sure that your image should contain, and your image should remember that whenever that image will create any container, by default this command should run on top of that. This is the use of the cmd. Now we are also doing that. Please remember Docker that whenever your images will create any container, it should reserve the port number 80, as my application which is installed inside the image is using the port number 80. So this is what I have to do. So I did. See, now if you will go to the Docker images, you will be able to view that one new Docker images has been created with the Docker ID, with the image name new Nginx. Now what is the next step? When previously I run a container with the my Nginx, we were able to view that neither port was assigned nor the default command was running. So this time now these changes should take place. So let me run the command docker run -itd -t. See what I am doing. I am just running the container. Already we have seen the command previously, how to run the container, how to run the image. So this time I am using the my Nginx image to run my container. So when I will run, see now I go to docker ps. See now all the beauty took place. Your my Nginx, new my Nginx package container came up. Your default command has been changed, and your port is also enabled. All the things you are able to view. So now what you will do, just I am going to my server and I am using the port number 32778. I will use 32778. See what message we are getting. Welcome to customized Nginx image by Devops. Means what I want to say that whatever customization we did into this container, all these changes took place. So if I will go inside this container, what is the command to go? Docker exec-it. So I came inside the container, inside the newly created container. So remember, again going into the past, what modification we did inside our Ubuntu image, Ubuntu container. We did 3 modifications. The first modification was we customized the output page of the Nginx, which we have already seen. The second changes was we have created one directory with the name of Devops, and inside that Devops directory we have created one file with the name of amit.txt. So let me check. See, if I will go to the root directory, see Devops file is there already. You are able to view this Devops file. So I am going inside this. So see, amit.txt is also available. I am going to view this message, what the message is there. Message is also same. Means what I mean to say that whatever the changes or whatever the customization I did inside this container and I committed or I saved this container as my newly image, and when I am running this image, all the modification what I did inside my container, all the changes took place inside this container, inside this image, and whenever I will run this image, I don't need to do all the modification one and one. Now suppose what is the real scenario, how it is useful. Suppose in my project the requirement is that my project requires Tomcat, and Tomcat should run on Java 9 only. They should not use any other version of the Java. They should use only Java 9 version. And the second requirement is that Tomcat should be installed on top of Ubuntu Linux or other Linux only. So how is it possible? Because whatever the default Tomcat image we are having in our Docker Hub, that is installed on top of the Debian Linux image. So how can we customize it? So we can customize means we can create any Docker image as per our project requirement. We can install any number of applications which are as per our project requirement, and we can create it as a single image. And whenever we will run that image, and whenever we will create a container from that image, all the applications which we have customized in that image will come up. All the applications will be there. That is what the main funda of the Docker customization image is there. And this is very much useful in the real-time project environment. So now let me move out of this. Oh no, one more thing I want to show you over here. See, I am inside the customized image. Okay. So if you will see the status of the Nginx, SERVICE NGINX STATUS. So Nginx is running. Nginx is running inside this. Now I want to confirm that Nginx is running on top of which operating system? etc. So I can simply see that Nginx is running on top of Ubuntu. If you remember in earlier session when we have pulled the default Nginx package and the default Nginx image, there we have seen that Nginx runs on top of Debian Linux. But here we can see that Nginx is running on top of Ubuntu Linux. So means what I want to say you that whatever the requirement was there, that we wanted to install Nginx on top of Ubuntu, and we wanted to make a separate Docker image for that. That actually we did. That task is done. Let me clear Docker images. Now what you can see that we have created a Docker image with the name of new Nginx, and this Nginx is this Nginx is installed on top of the Ubuntu Linux. Now one more interesting thing is there, if you will notice. See, this my Nginx and new Nginx is the customized Nginx image. This we have created, this we have customized. But this Nginx is the default Nginx package which we have downloaded from the Docker Hub. So what you will notice here is that, notice the size of this default Nginx. 109 MB is there. But in our customized Nginx, 211 MB is there. Why is it so? Because first we have utilized our Ubuntu operating system. So on top of Ubuntu operating system, we have installed the Nginx. We have updated all the packages. So all that took the space or memory or hard disk. So that is why my customized Nginx is having 200 MB, which is larger size than compared to the default Nginx package which we have downloaded. Okay. So this is what the customization of images is there. And believe me, if you understand this concept clearly, then you have cleared halfway of learning Docker. Already you can think that you have learned the main concept of the Docker, what the Docker is. So let me go through the document. See, we have created the manual. With the manual step, what we did, we have installed the Nginx package. We have created some directories as well. And when we came out, we were able to view the same things. So whatever modification, whatever practical we did right now in this server, all these things are mentioned in this document step by step. So I am requesting every viewer that please go with this document, and please don't only watch or view this video without practical, because that will be of no use. After 2 or 3 days you are going to forget all the concepts. So it is my big request that please do the practical as well, do the practical parallelly along with viewing the video. So it will give you a clear concept or clear idea that what the thing is happening. And you can download this document from my Facebook group Devops. I will upload all my documents, all my notes in this Facebook group. So I am requesting every one of you, please do the practical as well parallelly whenever you will view this video. And all the steps whatever I have mentioned over here, all these already we did. We did all these practicals. So I think you will be able to catch up all the steps whatever is mentioned over here. And I have clearly mentioned all these steps. I have not ignored or I have not left a single step even. So you will be able to view all these steps if you will go through this notes or my video lecture. So this images, everything we have covered. We have already covered this. Yeah. So customization of Docker images is done. So now I will request you to please do the practical, and if you don't have the Linux server along with you, please watch my video. I have created one video for creating the server from AWS. You can create as much as server from AWS, but there is some limit for the free tier. So please be in the limit and follow all the concepts whatever I am following. And one more request, for please like and subscribe my videos so that it will motivate me or it will inspire me to make more further video. And I will come up with all the DevOps technologies, like many DevOps technologies are there, like for the configuration management, Chef, Ansible, Puppet is there. For the orchestration, Kubernetes, Docker, Swarm is there. For the virtualization, Docker is there. So likewise many technologies, many tools are there which we use in our DevOps. So I will for the integration parts, Jenkins we have. For the repository part we have the GitHub. So I will come up one by one with all the videos. So I request you to please like and subscribe so that it can inspire me to make all the videos on all the technologies and on all the tools. So for the time being now, I am closing this, and please do the practical for all these videos, all these things what I had said. Bye bye.